My name is Sheila Corona. Welcome to Sassy Seer Sheila and New Light Streaming Love, as this will be seen on both channels. This is the 14th in the RZN series, The Original Laws That Reactivate After Emergence by Jason Gray. org.18 / quote, the 13 sovereign laws of the original world. December 2nd, 2025. The laws behind reality, not the laws taught within it. Before the overlay, humanity operated inside a world governed by 13 original laws, not commandments, not moral rules, not spiritual guidelines, but mechanical, metaphysical, and cognitive principles that defined how consciousness generated experience. Now, wow, the minute I saw that there were 13, as a puzzle piece collector, I cannot help but point out there's a lot about 13, right? There always has been. 12 apostles, Christ made 13. There's something about the whole 12 months in a year, but it used to be 13. The idea that 13 was a sacred number, that we were taught to fear. So I think, is this us trying to tell ourselves things? I don't know, but it's certainly a puzzle piece, another puzzle piece for me. These laws were felt through the body, known through the mind, expressed through emotion, stabilized through coherence, and manifested through clarity. When the overlay descended, these laws were suppressed, restricted, or inverted to prevent consciousness from destabilizing again. After emergence, they returned, not as teachings, as perception, as ability, as memory, as the architecture of the real. Hashtag greater than, EXEC, open parentheses. Well, this is a whole bunch of code here. A lot of different characters. And so I highly recommend, again, with this one, as with a lot of his work, that you search for it by title on Facebook and have it come up. And if you aren't able to find it there, perhaps on X, because from what I understand, that's where these appeared originally. Below are the 13 original laws in their reactivated form. Law 1, the law of inner creation, ORG-01: source-within. Before the overlay, every experience began internally. Emotion, arrow to perception, perception to reality, reality to environment. After emergence, the inner world becomes the generator again. Thoughts do not, quote, manifest. Consciousness is manifestation. You remember that reality changes in direct proportion to the clarity of your inner state. This is the first law because it governs the foundation of the real. hashtag final gate marker, print, open parenthesis, quote, when you stand here, the 13th law activates in your body, period, close quote, close parenthesis, semicolon, print, open parenthesis, quote, 49 degrees, 55 arc minutes, 55.9 by reverse hashtag, or not reverse, backward slash, quote, in 97 degree 808 arc minutes 25.7 backslash W, close parenthesis. Law number 2, the law of coherence, ORG-02 colon coherence dash axis. When emotion, thought, intention, and identity align, the world aligns around you. This is not attraction, not magic, not ritual. It is physics. Coherence bends probability. Well, that makes a lot of sense, actually. This law was suppressed the hardest during the overlay because a coherent human is uncontrollable. After emergence, coherence becomes your native state. And then again, there's quite a bit of code here. Hashtag old grid alignment marker execute, and then a lot of code. Law 3, the law of direct knowing. ORG-03 colon gnosis dash field. In the original world, you did not, quote, seek truth. You knew it directly, instantly, without doubt. The field of reality itself communicated through intuition and perception. Well, I have long suspected that it was the programming and conditioning that we've done to each other once we've entered this field that has kept us at the state that we find ourselves currently. It's easy for, I feel like, to really witness when that's what you suspect and you then witness parenting. I mean, when I feel into my own parenting of my own child, I can clearly see the programming and conditioning that I installed within him. And that's another reason why I feel very blessed, actually, to have had not as much programming, because I didn't have as much parental attention. On the one hand, you could think that that's a bad thing, but on another hand, hey, maybe not so much. So I'm going to back that up. In the original world, you did not, quote, seek truth, you knew it. And I've long said that if you listen to children, they are the closest to source. And I remember being told by those around me that I couldn't possibly know this, that, or the other thing. And where did you get that? Who told you that? And different things like that, because children just say things and we condition them out of that. In the original world, you did not, quote, seek truth. You knew it directly, instantly, without doubt. The field of reality itself communicated through intuition and perception. This returns the moment the overlay dissolves. The mind becomes a receiver. The world becomes a transmitter. Truth becomes obvious. Law 4, the law of resonant alignment. ORG-04 colon RESO-LINE. You do not attract, you align. You do not chase, you tune. You do not seek, you match. When your frequency changes, your environment must change. This is why after emergence, relationships, locations, timelines, and opportunities shift automatically and rapidly. You are no longer navigating reality. Reality is navigating around you. And there's more code. Hashtag overlay, bleed through. Something is buried here waiting for you. Law 5, and the law of emotional alchemy. ORG-05 colon ALCH-EMO. Before the overlay, emotion was not something to manage. It was a navigation system, a transformation engine, a perceptual amplifier, a power source. Emotion was the key to altering states of matter and mind. After emergence, emotions become rapid, clean, stable, purposeful, and powerful. They no longer distort, they create. Hashtag residual lattice trace. And then there's a lot of code, and you are remembering deep beneath the narrows. Law 6, the law of non-separation. ORG-06 colon unifield. In the original world, separation was an illusion used for navigation, not a metaphysical truth. Everything was connected, communicative, and mutually responsive. After emergence, this law returns as telepathic understanding, intuitive communication, shared synchronicity, and instantaneous recognition between sovereigns. This is the foundation of post-overlay community. Hashtag lattice node ping, and then more code. Law 7, the law of multi-layered time. ORG-07 colon time-fold. Time is not linear. Before the overlay, humans operated in parallel time, stacked time, memory time, future pull time, and event clustering time. After emergence, you regain timeline awareness, temporal intuition, destiny navigation, future feel abilities. This law is why the overlay had to suppress intuition. Intuition breaks all illusion. Hashtag coherence check. More code. The field is already speaking. I do feel like that's true. It goes to feeling into the resonance of how something feels. For me, I don't quite understand all of what I'm reading here, but I will say that it has a resonance to it that, in combination with other puzzle pieces and things that I'm seeing in the field, I don't know, it's making a lot of sense of a lot of stuff. Law 8, the law of reciprocal creation. ORG-08:mirror-act. Whatever you create creates you back. Every action reshapes the actor. Every decision alters identity. Every expression modifies consciousness. This law ensures responsibility, not morality. Once reactivated, every choice becomes precise. Law 9, the law of sovereign dominion, ORG-09:Dominus. Every sovereign holds dominion over their reality field. This dominion is non-coercive, non-hierarchical, self-contained, energetically protected, and intrinsically enforced. After emergence, no one can override another's will. Even attempts become impossible. This is the law that ends hierarchy permanently. Law 10, the law of lattice communication. ORG-10:LTX-speak. In the original world, the environment communicated through pattern. Is that why I feel I'm a puzzle piece collector? Because that's what it really is paying attention to pattern, to when I call something a puzzle piece, it's because it lit up in some sort of way. Pinged me, if you will. There's something there, kind of feel to it, right? Might not know what it is, but I can feel something about it. So I'm going to read that again. In the original world, the environment communicated through pattern. After emergence, this ability returns. Synchronicities, symbolic messages, geometric alignments, intuitive pulls, dream communications, and perceptual nudges. Now, this is what my guidance asked me to follow, and I've been doing so ever since. The lattice becomes audible again, not through sound, through meaning. Hashtag forgotten medicine wheel echo print. Quote, the grandmothers left something for this exact moment. I feel that's true. I don't even know what that actually means, but I do feel that's a true statement. Law number 11, the law of transparent reality, ORG-11:TRANSP-real. Nothing can be hidden. After emergence, deception fails. Motives become visible. Energy signatures reveal truth. Clarity becomes instinct, and the false dissolves instantly. This ends all manipulation-based systems. Reality becomes clean. Law 12, the law of self-regenerating identity. ORG-12:ID-return. Identity is not fixed. It regenerates continuously, based on insight, coherence, experience, clarity, and resonance. After emergence, identity becomes fluid, not fragmented. This law restores confidence, emotional stability, purpose, purpose clarity, personal power, and authenticity. It is the law that heals humanity at scale. Hashtag pre-overlay anchor. Coordinates etched before any map existed. And again, there's some code there. Law 13, the law of the real, ORG-13 colon prime dash world. The final law, the sovereign law, the defining principle of the post-overlay world. The real cannot be overridden, only delayed, never replaced, never destroyed. This law ensures that once emergence occurs, no distortion can return. No overlay can reinstall. No hierarchy can reform. No deception can rise. The real becomes permanent. This is the law that seals the new world into coherence forever. Hashtag resonance spike detected. In parentheses, you feel the pull because it was never lost. And then there's also more code. The 13 original laws are not beliefs, they are not teachings. They are the operating system of the real. Once emergence completes, these laws reanimate your abilities, your memory, your perception, your emotional body, your mind, your relationships, your sense of purpose, your connection to the world, your connection to each other, and your connection to the original field. These are the laws that define humanity when humanity is no longer fractured. These are the laws that define reality when reality is no longer masked. These are the laws that rise as the overlay falls. These laws are returning now. Hashtag emergence confirmation. You were guided to read this line for a reason. And more code. Jason Gray. It's very interesting to me that how it's like I can see, sense, and feel some of these laws right now. The tendency for me, for the human who hears these words, to think that it's going, because the word emergence sounds like it's just going to happen all at once. I feel as though it has been happening for quite some time. Because it feels to me like this overlay, because of the whole, I cannot unsee how I was guided to record these things. And I've said before that I'm pretty sure that the reason how I've been guided to read these in the order in which I've been guided to read these, at the timing that I've been guided to read these, there's a reason for that. And I think it has had to do with my own level of coherence within, where, again, I think I said to you that, I said in another recording, there are one, two, three, four of these that I have already recorded that are upcoming. The 16th is one of them. And I'm going to re-record that. I don't know that I will, actually. I don't know. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out the date that I originally recorded that, because there's some reason I did not know that it was part of the RZN series. I wasn't guided at that time to look for more that it could have been connected to. There's just an awful lot there for me personally. And I've said for some time that I suspect that this has had something to do with where my level of consciousness, my level of coherence and clarity is in the given moment, in the given time frame when I have been guided to do this. And I'm pretty sure, and again, I'm open to being shown otherwise, but I'm pretty sure that this is the way it's going to pan out for each of us, everyone, um, till we get to that 1.3 to 1.7% at the very least, anyway. Uh, that's what I'm taking from this writing so far, that it's it's I don't know. At any rate, that's what I think and feel. I would love to have discussions with others, as you feel into these things. So feel free to send me an email, consciousconversationscentral@gmail.com. It's very easy. In the body of the video, towards the bottom, you'll find the email address, easy enough to copy and paste into your email browser. And as I said before, I highly recommend that you allow your eyes to pass over the coding that is included in this reading. So search for it by title. Until we meet again, my friends, be well.